Ooh, hey, I think we got, can you still see the screen share? Thumbs up, you guys? All right, so now we're cooking with gas. All right, so let me see if I can find my notes on here somewhere. I used to have them. Ah, there they are. So, hey, you guys, tonight is going to be extra super special because we have something really cool that we want to introduce to you. And if you're not here, you're going to get it on the replay. But welcome to our team, Visionaries Monday night get together, training, whatever you want to call it. I'm Sherry Denny, your corporate director. And I'm really excited because there's so many people that have been looking for this platform right here, and it's been a secret to us, but it's been around for about 10 years. So let me get on with the pre-show before we get going here. And I know there's some people that want to celebrate some wins and some fun things that happened this weekend or over this last week. And that's why I hope Clea jumps on here, even though I did make a screenshot for him anyway. And I still don't see him. Okay, so let's do this. First of all, we've got Rebecca Hawkins Edwards. You guys know who this is. This is Anthony Edwards' wife. And I got to tell you guys, she is such an advocate about these products. She's always buying a plethora of them. And this, and in little bits at a time. And this time, in fact, it was yesterday, I saw a big order in there and I'm thinking, wow, what's going on? And she upgraded herself to mentor. Now she's been with us since I think November of 2020, but she truly believes in the component of sharing is caring. And I think she works in a healthcare facility. If I'm incorrect, I actually think she's even a nurse. So anyway, congratulations to Rebecca. I was hoping she'd be here, but she's probably at work. And another one that we had was Clay Miller. This is so cool. I'm doing an event, he's doing an event clear across the United States, the other side of the United States. And he texts me this and I'm like, woohoo! So he had an event this weekend. I don't know how well it went. We haven't spoken about that yet. They are always good. I'm sure he's always getting, referrals, if anything. And do I see Clee on here yet? Nope, I still don't see him. Or is that Clee?
I'm here.
Hey, Clee, tell us what happened this weekend. Thank you.
I went to a chamber event in Sylvania, Ohio, and it was pretty busy, especially in the morning. So, and I ran out of STP because most of the people that stopped by had pain issues, and the booth next to us they had pain cream. Anyway, so I ran out of samples. I got a lot of people's numbers and cards and things like that. So yeah, basically it was pretty successful. I just have to follow up with all these people now. So yeah, and the guy that I shared the table with, he does kind of a physical therapy, but in a different way. He uses exercises to relieve people's pain and shows them how to walk better and things like that. So we've been teaming up at all these different events. And yeah, so it was pretty cool. I should have had more samples.
Don't we wish?
Yeah.
I always pretty much guarantee STP, SLD, and ICE and RLX are out the door.
Yeah, and I gave out a lot of GRW just, because the flavor's so good. So
that's excellent. Yeah, that is the one that I use for tasting as well. Were you able to share this with any little kids?
Yeah, I wasn't really comfortable with doing that, but there were a lot of little kids there, and I wish I would have, but I couldn't. I wouldn't do it without asking their parents.
Oh, absolutely.
And, yeah. So most of the time they came by themselves, so I didn't really feel right about that. But
yeah,
I
I
would
agree.
have.
Yeah, I agree. So most of the people there had their parents, their kids were with their parents, and they'd come up to the table, and when there were a couple people there, that would somehow or another bring more people up. And I would
Mm.
always say, would it be okay if these all taste like candy? And wouldn't it be nice if your kids would take what they really needed? And I've got one that tastes like grape, like blackberry currant grape, and the kids go, "Mommy, mommy, mommy."
Yeah.
And they go, "Well, yeah, I guess." And you have to let them know it's all everything that it is.
Right,
And
right.
I say, "Now I'm going to pop this in your hand right here. Go ahead and pop it in your mouth." And now, Mama, watch the face of this kid. Every single time it was like, "Oh, wow, Mom, this is really good." Every time it was so cool.
Oh
Clea, I'm
man.
so glad you got to do that.
Yeah.
So what's next?
Well, there's one at a senior center. I'm not sure if I want to do that. It's not till June, so I don't know what that would be like, but I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, well, there's usually something every single weekend now up
Yeah,
here. So I know if it's up here, I know you guys got stuff going on down there too. So thank you so much for sharing that.
sure.
That's cool. Yeah. So because you heard a little bit of what was going on there. So I did an event at the Alaska Airlines Center at the University of Anchorage in Alaska. It was the Women's Spring Fling, and I actually filled in for Jamie Miller. We were both going to do it together, but Jamie called Friday night and wound up in the hospital. So I wound up doing this event on my own, and it was okay because honestly, and I don't know why, they canceled the women's run on Saturday, so the place was like dead. I'm not kidding you. I talked to, if I was lucky, 5 people, and there were over 100 booths in there. I mean, it was crazy weird, really slow. And but I did was able to do a seminar over on the other side. Not the way you want to do the seminar in a really noisy atmosphere with people. Yeah, it was just no. When you do a seminar, it needs to be in a quiet room, and you have the chairs there, and you interact with people. But it was so bizarre. But Sunday comes along, totally different. And yeah, I talked to more people, but this time I talked to maybe about 20, and there were hundreds of people there, seriously about the drops, and I sold a couple boxes, big deal. But the thing was to get it out there and get their name and number and be able to talk with them again. And it's all in the follow-up. So that's been the main thing today. And also doing some stuff with Ruth today. So please, does anybody else have a share? Anybody? Something super well's going on out there. Tuesday, Daniel, John, Randy, anybody?
No, sorry. Nothing this weekend.
Okay, well, when you do, just, send me a snapshot of it or something. I love that Clee sent it, because that makes it easy for me to make a presentation or a training for you guys, anything like that. And with that being said, anybody else have anything? I'm moving on. So testimonials, you guys, I'm still looking for these. This was actually pretty cool to be able to pop this slide up during my presentation, and people recognized somebody in there, this guy. And that brought on something really cool. Can you guys can see me in the corner there? I don't know, but there's another chiropractic clinic out here, and it's on the Palmer-Wasilla Highway. I know Randy knows where that is, but it's halfway between Palmer and Wasilla. Dr. Lucas is way on the other side by Walmart of Wasilla, and I'm clear on the other side by the mountains in Palmer. And there's this Be Well chiropractic. I had no idea it was a chiropractor. Well, they're the ones that were sitting closest to me doing the seminar. And as soon as it was over, they came up and said, "Would you come to our office?" So if that's the one thing that I get from this, because they recognize Dr. Lucas. If he's using it, we want to use it. So that was fun, you guys. I just had to share that with you. But I'm still looking for anybody that can send me a voice clip, and I'll get you in on our testimonies, because there's a reason we're doing this. And you're going to see a lot of these coming in on the national call, which, by the way, I'm doing it next month. Yeah, in May. I don't, it's the 3rd week of May. So if you guys send those to me, you're going to be on our national call. Let me just put it to you that way. Current news and promos. You'll be happy to hear that we don't have any. Is anybody laughing with me? Because I'm telling you, doesn't it seem like we've been promoted to death, right? And a lot of that has to do with, we've got some things happening for the next couple of weeks till the end of the month. We may pop something in there. I know there is something coming up for Mother's Day, but the 4 buy 2 get 2 free of NRM, that just ended about an hour ago. So anyway, with that being said, there is at Paradise Mansion, Tina and Kelly's this Sunday. A lot of people are going down for core. I think you're going down there. Are you going down Tuesday? I think Daniel's going down.
Yeah, it didn't work out for me on this one. I got to do it later in the year.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it too, because I want to spend more time with my son and grandkids. But I'll be down there on, in fact, I'm leaving Wednesday night, and then we'll be in Scottsdale at this event. And this is going to be really cool, because anybody can come in that wants to know more about APL Go. And then at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, or whenever it kind of dies down, then we'll go over to the corporate directors retreat. And that's when we're going to play more with this APL communications portal. So here we are, you guys. So I want to bring, I'm going to move this over here. Wow. There we go. Okay. So you can all see that, right? Let me see. I'm gonna pull some faces up here. Can you guys see that? Okay. So thank you, Kelly. So Ruth, let me see. I got some chat messages here. Oh yeah, that was really good. Ruth Main has been working with the guy that pretty much put this together. He's from Australia, but I found out today he lives back east. He's on, I think he said he's in New York. I'm not sure. But he's on Eastern time zone, Clee, so you'll be real happy that you can get in touch with him on your time zone. His name's Tony. And this is what has happened. There's, how many things do we have to check into, just to find out what's going on with APL Go? How many do you think there is? Like 6, 7, 8 of them? At least 4, right? Well, let's put it this way. There's too many. So Ruth found a way with this guy. It wasn't available to network marketing at all. This platform is used for Mazda, Mitsubishi, 5 Fortune 500 companies. And they use it because it's a private portal that they can do all their messaging, all their webinars, just like this. As a matter of fact, if I knew how to use it even a little bit better than I do now, I could actually go in and click on here, and I could start a video meeting, and we could leave here and go right over there. And it's so clear. I mean, here it's okay, but everybody's video winds up being real clear. Anyway, it's all private. It's secure. In fact, it's like this right here. Zoom has access to all of our information there, and you've read the terms and conditions, and they can use it for whatever they want, training purposes or whatever you call it. Google, same thing, but who's to say somebody in Google doesn't go, Nazi on them? I shouldn't say it that way. Goes crazy on them and uses the information. It's happened before. On this platform, even the owner of this platform cannot get into any of your information, does not have access to it at all. So is anybody up for working on a system that is private? Hands up. Gosh, now you have your cameras on. What's going on? I see your hand up there, Randy. So it's private. And there's so many other features to this. Yeah, I see yours too, John. You guys are funny. And here's what we're gonna do is there's a few of us, I've given access to Clee and to Randy to just so that I can send them an invite and get them started. And the reason I didn't send you one, Daniel, is because I wanted to do it live on here. Because I've already sent them an invite and I can't resend an invite. So this is the home platform here. We're going to be introducing this to Sergi when we go to Cartagena. And just the fact that this is private, it's right now it's on a shared server. And so we have to limit our viewing that we do on it. We have to limit, well, not our viewing, we have to limit our videos that we do on it. But as soon as Sergi takes a look at this and sees how powerful it is, they will put this on APL Go servers, and then we'll have more access to it. They're changing stuff on this all the time, and I don't mean to sound confusing, but you guys, I literally had 2 trainings on this, and I've gone through everything, and I'm pretty excited about it. But if Sergi picks this up, you're probably thinking, oh my gosh, it's going to cost us an arm and a leg. Well, guess what? It costs money to use everything else, but the owner said there'll be 3 levels: a free access, which means you see all this that you see on here, you will have access to see all the information that's going to be brought on. And Ruth Main is not the only one that puts stuff on here. She's just part of support right now. So she's added some things so that you guys can see what happens here. EDMs are electronic digital messages. That is emails that you can send out that hit where they are supposed to go 100% of the time. So if somebody says they didn't get your email, it has to be a firewall that they have on their end, but they get 100% delivery with these. There's a ton of files in there right now that I'm going to kind of go through some of these things, but this will be the free portion of it. There's going to be a part of it where you'll get a few things, probably the EDMs for maybe $2, maybe $5 a month. That's pretty good for what we're going to have available to us here. And it might be $5 or $7, or it might be just $5 a month to add the video conferencing on it. But you guys, it's unlimited. And if it's only $5 a month, unlimited people that you can get on a call like this, I think Sergi is going to fall for that one. And because right now, I don't know what he's paying for his system, but right now it's $15.99 to use Zoom a month. And here's the other cool thing, you guys. If you send out a direct chat message and you like right here, let me see. Let me go to Clee. Can you get into your system right now? Is it open? Are you there? You can unmute yourself. Or
I'm in right now.
oh, Randy, you are? Okay, so Randy, in fact, Randy's left me a message. So up this little man up here, it had one message on there. I'm telling him about the updates on here, and yep, it totally works. So yes, you did answer me. What I was gonna do was send him this message. I already sent him this message right here. And if his wife could look at it, she can actually turn the chat into Russian language, and she can send it back to me in Russian. She will read this in Russian. She can send it back to me, and I get it in English. Who's ever had a platform like that, you guys? You can talk to anybody in any country now. So I send something out. In fact, I send this to Randy just right now, HELLO. Now, if he's gonna get that right now. He'll get a ding, 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 ding. If he's got his sound up on his computer, but we're on a Zoom, so he might not hear that right now. But I instant message him, and if he just happens to have his messaging coming to him in Spanish, Russian, the only one that they don't have several, it's not Vietnamese, it's Cantonese. There's too many variations of it, and that's the only one that they don't have. So you guys, we can talk to anybody around the world and get our messages back to us, get it to them in their language, back to us in ours. And it's not Google Translate. Ching! I love this. Okay, so you got that right, Randy? Oh, you know what? If you might have to refresh your end of it if you don't see it. Sometimes you have to do that if you haven't been in for a minute or so. So the other thing that you do when you first get in is I'm going to send, in fact, what I should do is I'm going to send Daniel a link. I'm going to go ahead and ask to be, let me see, invite someone. You ready for this, Daniel?
I'm ready.
Daniel, M-E-Y-E-R, and I'm going to search for you. And if you would have been in there, it would have come up and said, he's already in the system. And of course, I'd be asking who put him in there. But, and it doesn't matter because I can still if you're in the system, I can still reach out to you and put you in with my contacts. So I'm sending you an invite right now. So here's the invite. And I'm going to click to copy this. And then I'm going to go over to my email, which is on this other computer. And Daniel, there you are, landlocked sailor invite. And I'm going to paste that right here. And I'm going to send it over to you right now. And let me know you got that. Ding, ding, ding. You're muted, Daniel. Ding, 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 ding.
Not yet, but I'll check the spam.
Well, it should have wound up in your regular mailbox. Ding, 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 ding. Let me check my sent and make sure it went out. Yep, you got it. And
Oh,
anyway,
just arrived.
okay, so when he gets that, do you want to screen share and show what happens when you do that? I'm gonna walk you through it.
Sure.
Okay, well, actually, I don't need to. I've got it on this end here. So let me show you what you're gonna do. So I'm gonna go back over to my account. You're gonna click on that link and it's gonna pull something up like this, right?
Got it. Yep.
Hey, 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 we're cooking with gas now. And on here, you'll be able to see what you are. And it actually asks you to sign in with your APLGO ID number, right?
It does.
It does. Good. And that is another protection for when this does get introduced into the system, that you're put with the right person. You're put with your team. Okay. So also you can click on as an associate. If you want, you can also put in your current pay rank. Now, I know you can put in a diamond in here. There's a diamond in here somewhere. No, it's not. They don't have that in there yet. So, and these you can change. You know, if you're not, there's supposed to be one in there where you can put diamond associate. Wasn't that there for you, Clee? I don't know if he's there, but I think that was it. Was that there for you, Randy? No?
Nope.
Okay. It's supposed to be right up here. So then you go ahead and fill in your name, your address, put in your UTC time zone. So yours would be what, -7? Because it is on UTC. So you get the information at the right time. And then your address, your email that you want to use with APLGO, it's the same one, and a password. And then what you're going to want to do is the next thing before you go any further is upload your picture. And it cannot be a cartoon. It needs to be you. Not one of those, what do they call them? Whatever they are. It needs to be you. What'd you call it, Randy?
Memes.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, drop a picture of yourself in there and you're set to go. So look at this. I've got another message and it's from Randy. Now, I normally would not open these and let you guys see everything that's on there. Is that safe to open, Randy?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Ruth asked me the same thing and I said, yeah, it was just our conversation from last night. 4 minutes ago. 4 minutes ago? Oh, question mark. What's the question mark for?
I had a question. Oh, you know what? You can't put smiley faces in there. That's why it created it.
Oh, okay. And no, it doesn't take emojis yet. Yeah, it doesn't take emojis. But one thing that it does do, which I thought was kind of nice, is let me get out of here. One thing that it does is, shoot, now I forgot what I was going to say. You can't do, the one thing that it does is it works on an iPhone. It's not an app yet. They're making an app, but it does work on an iPhone because, man, I was beat last night and Ruth just kept texting me, just like, let's do this. Let's go through this. And I said, okay, Ruth, I got to go to bed. I'm dying. It was 11 o'clock at night. So that means it was 11, 12, 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning for her. And she put like 80 people in this yesterday, went over something similar to this. You know, she kept getting quicker and quicker at it. And that's what that funny message was. Clee was on there. He saw it. Her last message to me was nighty night. It was actually kind of, you had to be there. It was kind of funny. So the home, when you get in this, so Daniel, I can see he's already going through everything. Is this cool or what? So here's what I have ready to go out. And this is I believe this is my EDM that I have ready to go out to all 3 of you. And that have gotten started already. And this is an email, electronic digital email, mail. And is all I have to do is attach it to a group. And you guys are, well, I'll put Daniel in there now, but you guys will be in this group. And is all I have to do is preview and send it to a particular group. And this tells you how to get started with everything that's in here. It's an onboarding email. Cool or what? Daniel's going, send it to me now. So, okay. And Kelly, do you seeing this, do you think you can go through that and put that stuff in there? Because I'd love to have you on here. Anybody else? John, you're going to get your invite from Daniel. Tuesday, you're going to get your invite from Tina. And I don't even know that Tina has logged into this yet, but would you let me know? Because we can still get you in. I just don't want to put you in with your ID and you wind up, you know, Tina's the one that needs to put you in. Once you're in the system, then I can find you and I can put you in my Team Visionaries training group. But Tina Malsom is your sponsor, right? She has to put you in. Okay, so I will send you a link, Kelly. Let me see. Can I do that after this is over with? Send it so I can keep going through this. Great. I will do that. In fact, I better write myself a note. And Daniel, do you know how to go in now and send a link to John?
I'm figuring it out.
Yeah, go up here to invite someone. See, this is you.
Okay.
And it's the little man. And I wish that had, and it will, our picture on it. So we know that that's our account. Click on invite someone, put John's name on here. And by the way, I'm pretty sure you have to do it the way he's in APL Go. And is that under John and Rain? Is it John-Rain Mahan or is it Rain-John Mahan? Actually, you know what? You could
I'm
probably,
not sure. I'll have to look at it.
you could probably put him in as John Mahan. You know why? He has to sign up with his ID number. So just put John Mahan and then search, and you're not going to find him in there.
Okay.
And then once you've done that, and it says send invite, then you copy the invite, go to your email. This is the way it's going to be done just to start with, and send him the link, and then he can do the same thing you did. Okay, so I'm going to start here really quick because I don't want to take too much longer on this, because once you guys get this, you can navigate through the whole thing. But I've shown you on here, if you want to get to these things on here, go to Other and click on Articles, and you will see all the articles listed on this page. Back on the front page, there's only going to be maybe 10 at the most, and the newest one will show first. And you can go to Other and click on all the articles. They're going to be people that are writing, they're professional writers that write stories about the product or what is not. No, you have to be allowed to go in there to write a story, to write an article, okay? And you'll be asked if you've got something really good to put in there, and this is where they're going to be, and they will be in categories. I asked Tony if he could do that today, and he goes, that's a great idea. So these will all be categorized. And then you can also go to, if I wanted to start a video with you guys, well, here's the video channel. There's only going to be 2 of them in there. And of course, it's the APL Go, all about APL Go. And I think they're going to have the company song on here. There's not going to be more than, in fact, there might just be this one until Sergi puts it on our servers, because a lot of people watching this uses up too many buckets of internet. Did I say that right, Daniel? It's buckets, right?
Bytes.
Yeah, we used to call them buckets like 20 years ago. I guess they're bytes now, huh? So that's where the videos are. And then there's a bulletin board. You guys can go in here anytime you want. This is not going to be, Ruth called it a bitch board. It is not going to be a bitch board. Nobody can go in there and complain about anything. It's all positives. Oh, good. Dan's, John, he just, Dan, your invite came through, so you can process that. Just remember to put your picture up on it. But you can put nice, exciting things in here if you want. And these have been going on, gosh, they're all Ruth. These have been going on for a little bit now. And even Rick Fleshman is in there. So it's like when you go into any company and, maybe they have something they want to ask somebody a question. This is where you can do that and make that post. Other things are, and the help ticket right now, I've actually sent one of those in. This will go right to Ruth Main for now, because she is the one that decided to take that on. And there's maybe 100 people in here. What we want are 1,000 people by next week. So all of us leaders have gotten on a webinar, I almost called it a Zoom, gotten on a webinar this week with her or last week, and we're letting this out to all of our teams. So we should at least have 1,000 people on there. We've got like 5,500 on Rapid Funnels, so that shouldn't be so hard. So we got the home images. Right now, you can search images if you want. There's titles for them. There are a ton of them on here. Now, if I go and connect with Ruth right now, she could open up hers and I see all these images. Daniel, what? So I'm going to go in here. I'm going to see. Okay, there we go. There are images in English. There's images in Spanish. There's images for, I think they even have them for the Philippines. And by the way, you guys, these are all professional images. These were all done by the company, and you can use
the nice
whatever.
thing too, I saw this there, you can filter them too.
Yes.
So if you're looking
Yeah.
for a particular language, you can filter looking for that language.
Where was I again? Yeah, right here. So yes, so thank you for saying that, because she told us, there's some here in Russian. There's one. You can see the pop-up on that. That's a really good one. And the other one that she showed us was, there's a lot in Spanish, tons of them. So there's 50. By the way, she just loaded these up on Friday and Saturday. So anybody with, like, you could be using these to get a hold of people in Colombia right now. Seems how that's where we're going. Let's connect with some people. So that's what's available there. Files, these will be files that you upload. However, there are several of them in there right now. You can see, let me see, there's 10 in Spanish. Oh, there's 7 of them in Russian. Look at here. And you're able to download the file if you want. If you click on the PowerPoint, you'll actually be able to open the PowerPoint up. You can grab a link, and only Ruth and Tony are able to edit those right now. They don't want anybody going in there and changing anything on there. So let me see what, I don't want to download the file, but I was going to see where that, get the link to the file. So that's what it is. Let's see what it is. See what pops up here. It's ding, 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 ding. And looky there. So is that just, I don't, oh, it's a PowerPoint presentation. Looky there. Howdy, howdy. So you never know what you're going to find in here. So there's a Russian presentation. And it's accessible to everybody and anybody that's on there. Okay. So you guys can just kind of go run your way through here, but I've gone ahead and put people that I'm friends with that I want to have on certain groups. They're in here. I finally found Kathy today, and you can add her to yours too, Randy. She's also on with just Ruth's address book. This does not by any means connect anybody that's on here to my personal team. Their ID numbers put them directly to their team sponsor. But the only people I really want to put in here and send a link to, I didn't send her this link, I think Ruth did. But the only people you want to send a link to invite are your personally sponsored people. But then let's say you've got a lead, like, these events that we had this weekend. You can put that person's name in there and you can search for them. You're not going to find them, hopefully. And you will be able to, maybe within the next 24 to 48 hours, you'll be able to put them in, not as an APL Go associate, but as a customer or a lead, or they might call it prospect. Or you can put it there, they might even have a category for family or just friends, or I don't know, if Klee has maybe some of his students that he wants to work with, 4 or 5 of his students, he could make a student category and have those people in there as well. There's all sorts of ideas we can use this for. So you guys go ahead and just run through whatever you want to run through on here once you've signed in. Did I miss anything else on here? I got my address book, text chat. We already did that. But I know you're going to have questions. What you've seen so far, do you have any questions that I think I can answer? I don't know. Wow, you all got that good? Come on. I think Daniel's having fun with it. So
I'm looking how to add to your address book.
oh, how to add
So
to the
somebody
address
that's already,
book?
yeah, somebody that may be already in the system and you're looking for them.
If you think they're already in the system, you go to the address book and add somebody and put their name in, and if they don't show up,
I'm looking for the add button though. That's what I'm looking for.
you're looking for what?
The add button. It doesn't come up with
Oh,
an add
oh,
button.
you know what? Let me find, now I gotta find it again. Where'd it go? Portal, where are you? There it is. Okay. So, you mean you went to invite someone first, right?
I tried that and it says they're already in the system. So how do I go and add them to my address book or look them up?
Okay, so they're in the system. Gotta remember how I did that. Are you looking for Kathy?
Uh-huh,
Okay, and you put Kathy Lucan in here, right?
I did.
And you searched and it says she's in the system. In fact, let me do
Correct.
this. Okay, so let me see what comes. Okay, it's already in the system. So I don't remember what I did from here. I got her in there somehow. So if I click continue, that's not going to work. How did I get her in there? Oh, I think what I did, let me go over to chat, text chat. And well, shoot, see, she's already in there. You know what? That's going to be out. You're going to have to ask Ruth. I do not remember how I did that. Do you have this so you can enter their name here?
No, for some reason that's not showing up.
Yeah, well, she's available because she's there. That's how I got Tina D'Angelo in today too. Oh, that's another thing. If they have like D'Angelo has an apostrophe in her name, in her last name, and the system doesn't recognize a curve or a straight line from each other. So she had to put it in without the apostrophe. So it was hard to find her. Can I think of, you know what? John, have you signed in yet? Because I can try to find John.
I'm on my phone. I can
You're not in there yet? I don't know if I heard yes or no. But
I
He
figured
said
it
no,
out.
that he would try.
okay, all right, thank you. I know you're gonna find her. So it somehow or another, it just wound up working.
He's using
I
his
found
his
it.
phone.
I did find it.
And you're able to add her now?
Yes.
Yay. Okay, how'd you find it?
Groups.
Okay,
My
so
group.
okay, so you went here and you went to my groups,
Mm-hmm.
and so you created a group and you were able to put her in a group, but doesn't she have to be in your address book first?
Nope. Let me pull it.
Oh, okay. Cool. Well, then there might be two ways to do that because I don't have her in a group yet. So
Okay.
any other pertinent questions? I guess, Kelly, I could probably turn off let me stop the recording.